and welcome to Over 50 So What, the second series. Thank you so much to all those people who rang the channel asking for more episodes. In this series, we've got 3 new segments, and today one of those new segments is It's Never Too Late for Love. This is where we look at people over 50, over 60, over 70, and maybe even over 80 who've found love again later in life. Of course, every show we have our fitness segment, so make sure you've got some comfortable clothes on, some comfortable footwear. In these COVID times, this show comes from my home in Melbourne to yours. Our generation is made of tough stuff. Our parents went through 10 years of a depression, then a world war. They didn't have TV, they didn't have online entertainment, they didn't have FaceTime or Skype. They were lucky to get a loaf of bread and a pound of butter. We have it so much easier. This is an excellent time for us to show the younger generation how strong we are, how to be flexible, resilient, and grateful for all the things we have. The next segment is Energy for Life, and the topic, how to keep yourself motivated. So hopefully you'll get a few tips to keep you bouncing through these interesting times. Welcome to Energy for Life. Maybe you're in lockdown. Maybe you're on your own, you live alone, and you find it a little bit hard to keep yourself going, to keep yourself motivated. Well, today we're going to look at a few tips that have worked for me, and I know have worked for many other people. And the first tip is writing a to-do list every single day. So on that list, you put little things like doing the washing, cleaning the car, ringing a friend, doing some exercise, all those little things. And when you do them, you tick them off, or you cross them out, you put a line right through. And when you tick them off, it's like, yes, I've achieved something today, I've done something. So you've set yourself some things to do, and then you've done them, so you feel really empowered. And then to take that a step further, writing down things you want to do in the next month. Maybe it's like cleaning out the garage by the end of the month, or it could be something like planning a get-together or doing something else different. And then of course, there's the longer things. We have that bucket list segment. So things that you might want to do sometime in the future. It might be organising a big family get-together for a big birthday. It might be travelling to another country sometime in the future. It might be learning Spanish. What's those other things that you would think, it'd be so much fun to do that, that'd be great. So the key is to write it down. And then, to take it a step further, read it before you go to sleep at night, when you wake up in the morning, or what I like to do is I put it in the shower. I put it in the shower and I read the things that I want to accomplish at some time in the future, to experience at some time in the future. When I was writing the book Alive and Kicking, I interviewed an amazing woman called Dulcie. Now Dulcie was 88 and she decided that she was going to downsize into retirement home. Did she decide to move to the next street? No. Did she decide to move to the next suburb? She decided to move 400 kilometers north. 400 kilometers. You can imagine what her friends and family said. Are you crazy? What do you think you're doing at your age? leaving all your friends and family behind. You're crazy. You know what she said? She said, it will be a new, exciting adventure. Isn't that an amazing attitude at 88? Embracing the unknown, embracing the new, a new, exciting adventure. So I went to visit Dulcie 2 weeks after she'd moved into her new place. I wanted to know some of her secrets to keep that great attitude going. And what she said, you've always got to have a project. She said, you've got to have a project. You've got to have something to look forward to. Without that, you've had it. So always having something to look forward to, a project. So that's what those lists are. That's what the bucket list, having something to look forward to. The next tip is to avoid negative people. I'm sure that all of you watching at some time in your life have bumped into someone who's a little bit negative, who seems to zap your energy, who seems to pull you down and criticize you and not support you. It's a bit difficult if one of those negative people is a family member. So what we need to do is minimize our contact with negative people. And when you're feeling a bit flat, a bit down, just pick up the phone and ring one of your positive friends or positive family members, people that are going to support you and cheer you up and make you feel happy. So keep those positive people around you. And the last major tip today is to do what you're passionate about. What's fun? What gives you pleasure? What gives you joy? Is it gardening? Is it dancing? Is it embroidery? Playing the piano? Is it playing golf? What is it that gives you joy? What do you really enjoy doing? And if you can't get out and do it now, then just spend some time, if you've got access to a computer, going online, researching that thing that you love to do. And ringing the people up that also like to do that same activity and having a chat to them. Because that's going to keep you motivated, keep you interested. Some of you may have heard of Toni Lamond. I interviewed her for the book as well. She is a showbiz phenomenon, singer, actress, dancer. She was still on the stage into her 70s. And Toni's words of advice were, do what you're passionate about. It's never too late. Doesn't matter if it's singing, dancing, painting, it's never too late. That was her advice. So there you have it. Write down your to-do list and things on your bucket list. Keep away from toxic people, negative people, and do what you enjoy, what's fun, what you're passionate about. So jump on Facebook, let us know what are those things that you love doing, because we would love to hear about it. So we'll see you again soon. Welcome to Alive and Kicking. We're going to kick COVID to the curb. Now, if you're not mobile enough to do the routine standing up, you can do it holding onto a chair for support very, very easily. And if you're not mobile enough to do that, you can do it sitting down. And today we're going to do a basic dance move. That doesn't mean if you can't dance, this is what you do when you go out. So it's just step, touch, step, touch, step, touch, step, touch, step, touch, touch. And we're just going to do it. That's it, we go for it. Woohoo! Now the other move we've got today is just touch the foot to the front, touch the foot to the front, and then we touch the foot behind, behind, and behind, and behind, and behind. And that's it with a clap. Let's get into it! Welcome back to 5 Minute Fitness! Now you're going to get some groove on. Step, step, touch, step, touch, step, touch. That's it. With a bit of a clapping. That's it. I'm sure when you're out dancing, when the lockdown's all over, this is one of your basic moves you do on the dance floor. Step, touch. Now, let's move it forward. That's it. Just relax into the groove. Doesn't matter what you're wearing. Good footwear is important though. Okay, take it forward. Put a little bit of your right little pizzazz. And back. Bit of freestyle. Woo-hoo. On the spot. Now we're just going to take one foot to touch the front. Touch, 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 and clap. You've been watching these videos, you know I put my little extra bounce in, so feel free to put that bounce in yourself. Now, back to the middle. Now we're going to take the leg behind. Behind. Few more. Back to the center. Take it forwards. Get your family up doing it with you. Get your partner up. Get your cat up. Get your dog up. Just feel the groove. Okay, now we're gonna go front, front, back, back. Okay, looks like this. Front, front, back, back. Front, front, back, back. Front, front, back, back. Front, front, back, back. That's it. Front, front, back, back. Front, front. Back to the middle. Little groove forward again. Now remember, you can make it bigger as you get to the. Okay, here we go again. Front, front, back, back. Front, front, back, back. Front, front, back, back. That's it. Step touch to the middle. Yeah! Every day getting better and better. Every day getting and welcome to our newest segment, Never Too Late for Love. This is where we meet some inspiring couples that may have met over 50, over 60, over 70, even over 80, and have found love again later in life. Today we're going to be talking with Camilla and Phil and hearing their really inspiring story. Hi Camilla and Phil, welcome to Over 50 So What? And welcome to this exciting new segment, Never Too Late for Love, and I can't wait to share your amazing story with everybody today. So just tell us first, Camilla and Phil, where are you this minute?
We're at our new property in Bodalla, New South Wales, which we love.
So where were you living when you first met?
I was living in Bombadilla in Shoalhaven in New South Wales on the south coast.
And I was living in Crookwell up on the southern tablelands in New South Wales. It was about just over 2-hour drive between the two places.
And what were you doing for jobs, you two, at the time?
I was working as a registered nurse in a children's ward in the Shoalhaven Hospital. So I was on shift work, and I'd not long given up my full-time job as a business owner, but I was back on the wards, and that didn't help me with trying to find somebody, I might add. Shift work's horrible. So, yeah, a lot of night shifts, evening shifts, day shifts. It was very tiring.
And what about you, Phil? What were you doing for work?
I was working full-time as an electrician for an electrical distribution company, and being on standby as well, so I could be out working 2 o'clock in the morning also, depending on faults and things like that.
So there you've got, you're living miles apart from each other, hours apart, you're both doing odd hours, night shift, day shift, weekends, all over the shop. How on earth were you ever going to connect and meet with each other? So that's what we want to find out. How did this all happen?
Not a good relationship before, so I was for a long time on my own, and I decided that I didn't really need a relationship. It was my daughter, my 17-year-old daughter, that said, you know, Mum, you just need someone to share your life with. You've got so much to offer. And I just looked at her and thought, what do you mean? I've got so much to offer. I've been a business owner for 10 years. I'm on shift work. I didn't tell her this. I have a teenage daughter living with me. So who would want me anyway? I said, anyway, I could probably just meet someone online. Oh, sorry, meet someone in the shopping centre, because, meet them in the supermarket. And she said, but Mum, you do your shopping online. And I went, oh, yes, where am I going to meet someone then if I do my supermarket shopping online? Yeah.
And what about you, Phil?
I'd also just come out of an unhappy marriage, and that was finished. And I was quite happy to be on my own. And I thought, no, I don't want to meet anybody yet. There's no need. Well, that's what I thought anyway.
So both of you are thinking, oh yeah, I'm fine on my own. If it happens, it happens. I'm not putting any effort into it or any focus into it. So then what happens?
Well, after my daughter said, well, why don't you try going online? You do shopping online, so why don't you shop for a man online? Okay, how do I do that? And I had a look at RSVP, and it's a little bit scary at first when you've never done anything like that before. But she took my photos, and then I had to write my profile and get it on online. So I did that, and it's amazing how quickly a female can get a response online, not from Phil at the time. And so I had to tweak my profile and make it a little more interesting and kind of sort of squeeze out, what's the word I'm looking for here? Squeeze out those that I really didn't want to have anything to do with, because you've got all sorts of people that might pop you a message. And so I was fairly particular. I thought at this stage of my life, no, I'm going to be very particular about what I want. And so I wrote my profile, and one of the important things in my profile is that my suitor would be someone who had really good grammar. So I did that, and then this one hits the message button. As
I said before, I had no interest whatsoever. But you know, you're on the internet, you're surfing on the internet, looking around at various bits and pieces. And in those days, there was this constant barrage of ads on the sidebar of the internet browser for dating sites, online dating sites. And I thought, no, that's ridiculous. I'm not even going to look at that. And I just kept on my merry way doing the internet thing for days. And finally, it did get the better of me. And I thought, well, is it possible to meet somebody online? So I did. I went online to RSVP. I hadn't signed up or anything like that. And just started looking through the first couple of pages of ladies, and I thought, no, these ladies aren't for me, you know. And I think I got to the third page and I saw this picture, and these eyes just sang out to me. They were so beautiful. They just laughed at me. And I thought, this lady is looking into my soul. And I sent her a message straight away and then signed up straight away.
That is the most incredible story. I've never ever heard that before. Someone's just poking around, having a look. Oh, boom! That's it. I want to meet her. So obviously the
Yes.
universe was working some miracle there.
And I was absolutely convinced that I wasn't going to meet anybody that way.
And Carol, I've only been online for 5 days. 5 days.
We started chatting online. We chatted online for about 3 weeks. We hadn't had a phone call, and we chatted for hours. And because of our shift work, and in particular Camilla's shift work, it was a real lottery when I got the chance to chat to her. It was very odd hours that we were chatting. And I remember particularly one night we finished, I think it was about 2 o'clock in the morning, and I'd worked a full day. And I was pretty tired by the end of it. And as soon as we hung up the chat, I fell asleep straight away, and my head rested on the keyboard. I woke up about 3 hours later and looked in the mirror, and I had the imprint of QWERTY across my forehead.
So you chatted online for what, about 3 weeks before you spoke on the phone, and then how long before you actually saw each other physically face to face?
I've got to meet him. Oh, that's exciting but scary at the same time.
And I was terrified as well. It's been an awfully long time since I dated anybody, about over 30 years. So it was a big change, yes, big change.
And where did you pop the question, Phil?
We were parked overnight in the motorhome, and I got down on my knee in the motorhome.
Why did you get down on your motorhome?
It was
This
suggested.
is the hills behind us, like, you know, you're expecting Julie Andrews to come out from behind us, but we're inside the motorhome. It's now getting dark. And you?
And so yes, I proposed in the motorhome, and Camilla accepted. And
So the wedding was at your home in Bomaderry?
Just moved in. So Phil did a lot of work on the weekends. He'd come down and help me get things started and plants in. And I found out he was a really good gardener.
I did hear the police had to come out. What happened there? You've got it.
well, I think for an older couple getting married at home, and if the police come around at midnight because it's too loud, I think that's wonderful.
We had left early, and the police didn't come around once. They came around twice. Twice. I think my son just kind of like, you know, yeah, okay, well, yes, we'll tone it down.
So tell us, what would your words of advice be to someone that's over 50, over 60, even over 70, that's single, about finding love in the future?
I'd say don't give up. And if I was to quote Michael Bublé, I'd say wherever you are, whenever it's right, you'll come out of nowhere and into my life.
Oh, that's beautiful, honey. Well, Michael Bublé was our theme song, which was it called? I Just Haven't Met You Yet.
Haven't met you yet.
That was my song I used to put on all the time and just say, I just haven't met you yet. I think if I had any advice for people, I won't look on such a romantic note, because I feel you need to be really grounded and know what you want, and question why you want a relationship. Because in the beginning I didn't want one, but it's, do you want someone to help live a life with you, to experience all your life's fun and challenges as well? Do you want someone because they're funny? Do you want someone because they're independent, financially stable? Maybe they've got a status symbol. What do you want out of this? Do you want someone just as company? And I made a list about 9 months before I met you. I made a list and I put it in a pink envelope and put it away. I still have the list. It's in a box somewhere. We haven't unpacked everything. And in it, I had to be really specific about what I wanted. And I wanted someone who was at least 180 centimetres tall, that he was financially stable, that he accepted my humour, that we had similar goals in life, similar philosophies. And I went through all this range of things, right, which you sort of want. And I also said that he had to have a full set of hair on his head. And he came out exactly in my list that I wrote, which I thought was pretty amazing. When we both went through it, it was like, oh my gosh, look at that. But the important thing is to say what you want as well as what you feel you can give to the relationship too. Such a good man in amongst it all. You know, he's a good man. They got to look for that too, girls.
Well, congratulations to you both, and just proving that it's never too late for love.
Never too late for love.
Go for it.
Excellent. Thank you so much for joining us today. I'm sure everyone's going to love hearing your story.
It's been fun, and thank you for the opportunity, Carol. It's been really fun.
Wonderful.
And we've reminisced.
Thanks for watching Over 50 So What? Fun, fitness, wellness and inspiration. We hope you've enjoyed the new segment, Never Too Late for Love. And if you're someone that's met someone later in life, that's found love later in life, please drop us a note through Facebook. We'd love to hear your story, and maybe you can come onto the show as well. If you have any comments, please drop us a note. And if you want some more fitness videos or to see the replays of the TV show, just jump on the YouTube channel. So we look forward to catching up with you again soon. Keep strong, keep active, and stay safe. Watching our TV show. Be sure to hit subscribe and we'll send you the latest TV episodes and videos. Like our Facebook page and please send us your comments, your stories and any inspiring people that you know. Over 50, so what?